I don't even know how to start out this video, so I'll just throw it up just like this. San Francisco 49ers. I think everybody knows from the videos that I made throughout the offseason, whether if it was, losing Crabtree to the Raiders, losing all of the defensive players that we lost, whether if it was Patrick Willis, whether if it was Borland retiring, Justin Smith walking away from football, Mike Ipite signing with the Arizona Cardinals. One thing after another, Jim Harbaugh packing up his bags and leaving to go to college and coach Michigan. One thing after another with the San Francisco 49ers, it looked like we were going to have a horrible, bad football season. And we start off 2015 going 1-0. I think that even in my preseason, football videos, as the preseason went along, I gained a little bit more faith in this team. I said in my NFL Week 1 Pro Pick'ems video that I made this week that I picked the Niners out of heart. I didn't really feel that it was a game that they were going to win, but we got to win. We're 1-0. We have a dominating, good win, winning the game 20-3 over the Minnesota Vikings. This was a hard-fought, good football game. The Vikings are a team that showed a lot of promise. A lot of people picked this team to be a playoff team, and we got to win. This is a great way to start off the season. This is still a football team that's going to have to play the Seattle Seahawks twice, the St. Louis Rams twice, Arizona Cardinals twice. Those are going to be 6 tough games. Going out of our division and beating a team like the Vikings, I'll walk away with this, and I'm glad that we got a victory here. We had a damn good football team on the field. Our defense ranked up as probably one of the best defenses in the league. With the showing tonight, we had Tremaine Brock with an interception. We had lots of guys making plays all over the football field. When you look at our star players, Colin Kaepernick, he had a great game. 17 completions for 165 yards. Carlos Hyde with 2 touchdowns running out of the backfield, over 168 yards rushing. Vernon Davis catching 3 balls for 47 yards. We had Bolden catching the ball. We had Smith catching the ball. We were able to pass the ball like I haven't been able to see us pass the ball in a long time. If you remember in the preseason games, I was talking about the backfield, about what's going down. Reggie Bush, very early in the game, he either broke his ankle, rolled his ankle. He got hurt. The guy was going to get hurt somewhere down the line in this season. One thing leads to another. He was going to get hurt, whether if it was drinking Gatorade on the sideline or playing in the game. One thing leads to another. I wasn't really expecting him to help us out all that much this season. So, with him taking a step back and Jared Hayne being able to actually getting game experience in NFL real games, I'm glad that he's going to be in there. We saw him. He had to, actually be on the field, more than expected, but he still was able to carry the ball 4 times for 13 yards, being the backup running back behind Hyde. Reggie Bush ended up having 2 carries for 8 yards. I didn't see one of them. I only saw the one that he had. Kaepernick, 7 carries for 41 yards. Had 1 break of 12 yards. That looked really nice. But the Vikings, they showed, spurts of being a really good football team. Teddy Bridgewater finished out the game with over 200 yards passing. Adrian Peterson only had 10 carries for 31 yards. But there was 1 carry early in the game where he carried, it seemed like 5 49ers down the field. He was not going to give up. I'm sure that he's only going to get better with time. And I'm sure that we're going to see a lot from him in the foreseeable future. But you got to give it up to the wide receiver corps, the 49ers, finding a way to get this done. Vernon Davis, Antoine Bolden, Torrey Smith, even Bruce Ellington, all catching balls. And, it looks good from here. It was scary early on in the game. The 49ers had a field goal blocked. The Vikings were able to turn that into driving downfield where they actually missed a field goal. The Niners took a 7-0 lead in the half. The touchdown before the half with Carlos Hyde and that spin move that he did in order to get in the end zone is basically going to be played on highlights for the rest of the season. That was a very, very nice move. From there, Niners pull up 10-7. And then I believe that it was 10-3, and then the Niners just broke the game wide open with a touchdown and a field goal to put the game on ice, 20-3, right before there's probably 4 minutes left in the game. But a great game from the 49ers. Looking forward to next week. It's going to be a hard-fought game. We're going to go and play the Steelers. Steelers lost opening week to the Patriots. They look like a good team. They look better than I thought they were going to be. I thought the Steelers had a really young defense. They have a really young defensive coordinator, but they were able to keep up with the Patriots, and they lost that game very respectably. So the Steelers, it's going to be a tough game week 2, but we'll see what we put together, and we'll get it done.